How are you, my dear learners? Welcome to another English class with me, Teacher Shira. For today's lesson, we are going to learn how to compose clear and coherent sentences using appropriate grammatical structures, tenses of verbs. Before we begin our lesson for today, don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Ring the notification bell for more updates. Like, share, and comment in this video. Because learning is bliss, learn with Teacher Shira. Let us start our lesson by reading a paragraph. Philip is an incoming grade 6 pupil. He is very excited because finally, it is his last year as an elementary pupil. He prepares all things that he will need for the next school year. He brought ball pens, notebooks, and papers. He decided that he will iron his clothes the day before the opening of classes. He excitedly put his things inside his bag and kept it in his cabinet. A day before opening of classes, he covered his notebooks with plastic and pasted his name on his ball pens. After a week, the school year started. Philip woke up early and prepared his things. He did not forget to wear his face mask. He knows that he needs to wear it every time he goes to school. Philip is very excited, but at the same time, he is a bit afraid because COVID-19 is still there. Even though he felt that way, he still knew that he will learn a lot in school. Upon reading our paragraph, do you now remember what the highlighted words are? Yes, they are called verbs. Did you notice that the highlighted verbs happen in different times? These differences in verb tenses will be the focus of our lesson today. Verbs are action words and they are very important in learning a language. They are always present in sentences and it has also many tenses. These verb tenses help us identify when an action takes place. There are three simple tenses of verbs, and these are the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense. Let us first discuss the present tense. The present tense of a verb names an action that happens regularly. It can also express a general truth. To form a present tense with singular subject, we have to add s or es to the regular verb. For example, the baker mixes the flour. Here, the baker is a singular subject. That's why we have to use the present tense mixes. On the other hand, if we have plural subjects, we have to use the simple or base form of the verb. For example, they visit the town regularly. They is a plural subject. That's why we have to use the present tense visit. How about the use of present tense for pronouns I and you? Though singular in nature, the pronoun I, when used in a sentence, uses am for its be verb and takes the simple or base form of the verb when expressing the present tense. For example, I am a doctor. I prepare a short report for our class. On the other hand, the pronoun you, whether singular or plural, always takes the simple or base form of the verb when expressing the present tense. For example, you submit your projects to your teacher. Next, let's talk about the past tense. The past tense of verb names an action that already happened. Most past tense of verbs are formed by adding ed or d to the base form of the verb. On the other hand, irregular verbs or verbs which are not formed by adding the usual ed ending changes its spelling or pronunciation sometimes, just like the word read, which becomes read for its past tense. Let us have some example. World War II ended in 1945. Ended is an example of regular ed past tense. Gary wrote to the manufacturer about the printer. The verb here is the word wrote, and this is a irregular verb that indicates past tense. Lastly, we have here the future tense. The future tense of a verb names an action that will take place in the future. This tense is formed by using will or shall with the simple form of the verb. For example, the Speaker of the Parliament will finish her term in May of 2021. The future tense can also be expressed using am, is, or are with the word going to. For example, the surgeon is going to perform the first bypass in Canada. Now that you have learned the different tenses of verbs, let us have a quick activity. Rewrite the paragraph about an experience on finally coming back to school and keeping oneself healthy and safe from COVID-19. Write the proper tense of the verb to complete the sentences. This is our paragraph. I'm giving you 2 minutes to answer this, and afterwards, we are going to check your work. Are you done? Let's check your work. Here are our answers. Our school opens at 6:30 a.m. every day. Yesterday, during the flag ceremony, the principal talked. She reminded us the importance of wearing face masks, and she taught us how to wash our hands properly. Tomorrow, we will bring our drinking bottle because we will have a water bell. We will drink water every hour to keep us hydrated and to prevent COVID-19. We also wear our face mask every time we go to school. School is really exciting. Now for number 1 here, our answer is opens because school is a singular subject. The clue here is the word everyday, which indicates that this is a simple tense. For number 2, the answer is talked because of our time expression, which is yesterday, which indicates that this already happened in the past. Also, this part where the answers are reminded and taught. This also pertains things that happens in the past. Whereas in this part where our answer is bring or will bring and will drink is actually a future tense because of our time expression, which is actually tomorrow. Whereas the last part of our paragraph are both simple present tense. That's why our answer is where and is. Where we is a plural subject. That's why we have to use the base form of the verb. Whereas we use is here for the be verb because school is a singular subject. Did you get all the correct answers? I hope you did. That will be all for today, my dear learners. I hope you have learned something. Thank you and God bless.